So this video is going to be about the GMB listing and how we can get the best out of it. I'm gonna share my screen and help you guys go through the points for a moment and explain them to you. And hopefully it will help you all maintain your GMB listing and further optimize them accordingly. Okay, so let's hop on my screen. Okay, here we are on my screen, and I'm gonna quickly show you and go through these points one by one. Sorry, I have a lot of different tabs open, and this must be really confusing. So just focus on this doc file and the points that I'm going to explain to you. I'm not going to give a deep dive, how to create the GMB listing and how you can have it approved and all that. So that's going to be in a different video if you guys would ask for it. Okay, so basically this video is about how you can manage your GMB listing and get the best out of it. So why GMB listing is important? Okay, so 46% of all searches in Google have local intent, and that's really huge. So basically it's about almost 50%. So basically of all almost 46% of all searches in Google have the local intent. They're looking for something local and near them. Not only that, even the term near me searches have grown about 150% faster than traditional searches. So that's really huge as well. And that's and the term near me, we have actually been using it for a lot of our different PPC clients, the Google ads, and we are actually really getting great results with the near me term. So basically if let me give you the example. So basically if one of our client does the locksmith, so what we do like we make keywords like locksmith near me, and we are either bidding as a target. We are using either a target CPA as a bidding strategy or manual CPC enhance. Obviously initially we need to do the manual CPC enhance to get the data and to feed the data to the Google conversions, and once it's getting optimized, then we can try the target CPA, but the target CPA doesn't work good initially. Okay, now let's come to the point. 29%, the third point is 29% of all Google search result page. The full form is SERP is, I think, search engine result page. So basically this is what it SERP stand for, search engine result page. Okay, so basically 29% of all Google search engine result page contains a local pack in the search result. Let me actually give you the example of that as well. So let's say I'm gonna search for locksmith New York, and after these ads, obviously these ads are just a page. As you can see, basically this part over here, this is called the local pack in the search results. So on the search result page, as you can see, this is this contains a really huge and big space on the page itself, and most of the time there are only 3, but some of the time I have seen 4 of them are even showing over here. And as you can see, based on this data, 29% of the time this packs appearing on the Google again and again. Either people are searching for something local or either searching for some restaurant or whatever, but they are seeing it 29% of the time. Okay, and lastly, this one really amazed me. So basically 74% of consumers that search for something local via phone visit that store the same day, and actually it doesn't surprise me at all, because usually if we are searching for something like a restaurant or a mechanic or or a restaurant or food industry or whatever it is, or some shop address, we basically if you're searching for it, obviously we are going to visit that store, and based on the Google search, and obviously they really have a great amount of data, and based on their search based on their data, what they are saying, 74% of the time, if they are searching for some restaurant, they are most likely going to visit that restaurant the same day. And obviously if you're not on the GMB listing, if you're not optimizing your GMB listing, or if you do not even have the GMB listing, so obviously your competitor is going to take all that traffic away from you. So yeah, that's really important to have. That's why it's really important to have a GMB listing up for your business. And yeah, also, so this was the why part. Why was this all the GMB listing is important? I'm gonna clear some of the misconception, and I'm going to give you guys some advice as well. Basically, there was this misconception: if you will geotag your images and upload them in the GMB post, is going to help you, but it doesn't help you at all. Basically, adding geotag on the images, it doesn't give anything to your listing. It doesn't add any value. Geotagging is basically when you edit your image and add the location and address of your where was the image was taken. So basically what people were doing, they were adding their business address over there. So basically it doesn't help you at all. Also, the second thing, I have seen a lot of different businesses registered their GMB listing with their home address, and that's not a really good idea at all. You should be registering directly to your business address. Sometimes I can understand why the people are doing, just like me, when I was registering my couple of companies over here in Pakistan. We were not even getting the the pin code that Google sends in the in the envelope. So basically what I had to do, I had to actually register all of those businesses on the GMB listing using their home addresses, because they were actually getting the envelope and the pin code to their home addresses. That's why I had to register a couple of my client businesses like that, but that's not a recommended part. Also, the request a code button, this one is actually a really common question, so I thought I should show you guys and explain you how you can get that. Let me actually search for one of my client listing. So this is one of my client, and as you can see, this big blue button which says request a code. So to get this appear on your GMB listing, obviously I'm not explaining the technical part of it, and you can obviously search over YouTube and see the whole thing, but I'm gonna give you the basic idea how you can get it appear. Basically, there's an app which you can find over the Play Store or the iTunes if you're using the iPhone. So just search for Google My Business and log in with the same email address that you are using on your GMB listing. And once you will log in that on the app, go to the messaging tab, and there is an option to enable the request a code button, and it's actually pretty simple. It's not even hard at all. You can just go you can just Google it, how to enable the request a code button on GMB listing, and you will get the idea. I'm basically giving you the the optimization part of it, and to get the best out of it. I'm not going to explain the technical part, because otherwise the video is going to be really long. Also, when we are creating the GMB listing, it's basically ask for the categories that we are surveying in. Like me as a digital marketing agency, what we do, we're basically helping our customers as a white label agency. We're providing the the website creation and the social media marketing and the Google paid advertisement and the PPC and the Bing ads and the Instagram and the Facebook and Twitter and whatsoever. There are a lot of different things that me and my team helping our clients and different agencies owners with that. So yeah, basically when you're adding different categories, make sure you explain them properly what you are doing, and how you're providing that service. Let's say if I'm adding the website designing, I can maybe add a couple of points to describe that further, like we have a great portfolio of WordPress website creation. We have like created 3,000 plus different websites on the following industries like carpet cleaning, locksmith, and farming solution, and and stuff like that. So basically what I'm saying, you actually need to explain each categories a bit instead of keeping them empty. That is not going to give you any value. So yeah, instead of keeping them empty, just add something over there. Okay, there are a couple of more points how to optimize your listing. Obviously you need to get more reviews, and getting reviews is the really hard part on your GMB listing. That's what we have actually been helping our clients with. We have actually been following up with their clients to get them the review, and we are keeping and we are making sure that those reviews are positive, so their ratings are not getting dropped. Because if you will get the 3 or 2 star reviews on the main listing itself, you will actually get it will start looking bad, like 3 stars over here, and the rating will itself will show like 3.2 or something like that. So that's not a good sign, and you will actually end up losing your ranking with your competitors if they are searching for, let's say this one, this is actually a digital marketing agency in Arizona. So if they will be searching for a digital marketing agency in Arizona, and so if there will be a search pack, the one I just showed you, so if there will be that search pack, obviously they will be in the they might not be appearing in the main search pack with the 3 top there, because if they won't have those the positive reviews, Google will actually kick them in the listing. So basically let me actually show you a couple of examples if I can. So as you can see, the most amount of reviews this one has, and this one is on the top, and then this one 328 reviews, and this one has 135 reviews. And let me actually open that up, and you will see the last one will has the least amount of reviews. Let me actually click next. Basically there are a lot of them, as you can see. As I'm going down, either they are not really close to the location that I'm searching for. That's one of the reasons they are on the second page, and the second reason is always they have less reviews. So yeah, that's one of the things that that's you need to worry about to get reviews from your client. We actually follow up with a client with different emails to give us the reviews, and we'll give you the discount, obviously if they have used our service, not just like that. And once you get the reviews, you need to respond to them, and Google actually sees these all things, and based on these based on these tactics, Google will start to optimize your listing, and you can then outrank your competitors. And this is just one part of it. There is actually a whole lot of things that I'm going to explain you guys in a few minutes. Okay, the second thing, this one is actually really effective as well. We have actually tried it with a couple of our restaurant clients, and they're actually getting great result, and they're really actually outranking their competitors, even though they are serving in the same areas. So basically, the more photos you upload, more engagement you get. And the second part, publish a post on behalf of your client. You can actually do that as well. So basically, one of a few of our restaurant clients, what they are doing, basically we are helping them with their post. Sorry. So basically they create different posts of their dishes and what's going on, if there's some kind of event going on. Either they post it on behalf of their clients, on behalf of their existing consumers. They ordered this, and this is how it looks like. They had a birthday party and we had a great fun, and stuff like that. So you can use the post part in the GMB listing, and it's really helpful as well. If your competitors is not doing it, obviously you're going to outrank them if you are doing it. So yeah, that's 2 points over here. Also, when you're posting it, try to avoid these offensive words. Basically, you can upload post on the GMB listing if you're not already aware. Let me actually show you the example. Let's see if my listing up over here. Okay, so basically these are the posts that I'm talking about. So basically, when you're posting these, make sure you avoid adding any offensive words over here. So Google doesn't like that. This is just actually my company portfolio, of my existing clients websites or the campaigns that we have been helping them with. Okay, so yeah, that's the one part of it. When you're posting it, try to avoid any of these offensive words. Also, the GMB QA feature is actually the important part as well. Let me actually show you. So basically, here you can ask the questions over here, and you can even reply to them on your own as well. And basically what you need to do, add relevant question to the listing, add relevant question to your business, obviously, and ask the most common questions on the list, obviously. So basically the most common question that you get from the client, what you can do, you can actually ask those questions on your GMB listing on your own and answer them yourself as well. Or to make it look more legit, you can actually you try to use another your Gmail ID or use any relative's Gmail address and tell them to ask this question on your listing, and then you can answer that. So basically that way, if your real consumer is actually browsing around your GMB listing, they will get the answer, they will get their most common question already asked on your GMB listing, and that's actually helpful as well. So yeah, that's one of it. Also, ranking factors, there are a couple of ranking factors. Obviously there are a lot of different factors as well, but these are the main ones, so I'm just going to cover these. Okay, so the local site, the location that person is searching from. Okay, so yeah, that's one of the more important part as well. So ranking factor, obviously if I'm searching, if I'm serving in New York, there are less chances of me getting the high rank in the New Jersey, because I'm not serving there. So rank, one of the ranking factor, obviously, the location of that person who's searching for. Okay, so if so let's say if I'm searching for pizza near me, obviously it's not going to show me the listing from the New York or the Canada or or United Kingdom, because I'm currently in Pakistan, so it's obviously going to show me the listing nearby. So that's one of the main part. And the second thing, called NAP citation, this is actually really important. Basically citations should have, let me actually explain you this as well. So basically there are different business directories website where you can list your business as well. Make sure you are using the same number, same address, same phone number. Let me actually see. NAP stand for, I think it was the number, address and phone number. Let me actually see. No. Oh, so sorry, name, address and phone number. Okay, obviously. So basically when you're adding your business to different business directories, either Yelp or whatever, there are many different out there. If you're in US, you have a you have a great amount of website where you can add your different websites to. So but make sure when you're doing that, use the same exact name, use the same address. Do not add different commas. It needs to be exactly the same which you are adding on your GMB listing, and the phone number needs to be the exactly same as well. So basically these three things needs to be same and all around the different directories website wherever you are getting your website listed. Either they are a business directory website, or either they are even on your own website as well on the footer. Most of the time business owners add their phone number and address and the name on the footer area. Make sure that's exactly the same which you're using on your GMB listing. And if you can use the schema, that's actually a plus. And I would actually recommend you guys to use the schema tag when you're adding the all of these the address and the phone number and the business name on your website as well. If you're unsure about the schema thing, you can just comment me down below and I will try to explain you guys. And if not, I will try to come up with a a different video explaining you guys the whole schema part. And if not, if that's the whole lot of you can obviously you can drop me a comment and I can help you with that as well. Okay, so the third part is presence of Google My Business listing. Okay, the presence of your listing needs to be really good as well. Basically you obviously need to fill out all of these information. The more information you have, it's actually good. The more pictures you have, it's actually good. The more comments, the engagement you're getting, it's actually pretty good. And yeah, that's actually the most of it. Obviously if not only that, the presence actually matters. If someone else is also talking about your business on different website, even on social media, Google actually sees it all. So basically some people might call it the backlinks, but yeah, this is actually really similar to that. But with the normal website backlink, we actually mention the website address in the citations, and when we are trying to rank our GMB listing, we actually try to mention the same address with this with the business name and all that. So yeah, that's the third part of it. Keyword use in online reviews, yeah, that's actually one of the most important part as well. Try to have your if most of the time clients will be doing it themselves. We won't even need to tell them anything. They will be adding like, oh, okay, we have like for one of our restaurant client, they are usually getting like their steak was great and whatever the dishes they are serving. So clients, whenever they were giving them the review, they were already using that keyword phrase. So like we had a lunch there and it was a really great experience, and yeah, whatsoever. So basically the relevant keywords that if you can use on your reviews, that's actually going to help you as well. Shares on social media, yeah, that's actually great as well. If you can share your GMB listing on different social media, like on Facebook and LinkedIn and the Twitter, and so that's actually give you the boost as well. Not so much, but it gives you something. Also, yeah, the building links or of your GMB helps you rank better along other competitors serving in the same area. And let me actually explain you this as well. Basically, this is just the same part that I just explained over up there. Basically, you can create your backlinks of your GMB listing as well. And to get the backlinks, you can actually try to use this extension called Gather Up. I'm trying to avoid the technical part of it, but let me actually give you the basic idea. So let me actually try to search if I need the the actual listing URL of this guy, what I need to do, there is actually extension called Gather Up, which is this one. You actually need to click it and it will actually give you the exact URL of this listing, because currently it has it's just searching within the whole New York. Let me actually see if I have it. Okay, so this is the review URL, this is the map URL. I'm gonna try to open it directly and it should just open up the correct listing. Okay, there we go. So you can either get it from this plugin, or you can click on search and you can either copy this URL. So whatever works for you. So either you can either use this link or just use this extension called Gather Up. It will just search for the listing and click on click on this extension, and it will give you the exact URL of that listing. And you can actually try to create links in different directories website or different a different blogging website to get to mention your business, and to get the the most links from different websites. That will actually help you as well. Some people say it's the building backlink doesn't help, but that's not actually correct. To support that statement, I have actually mentioned this video, and this okay, the video is unavailable right now. Let's see if I can find it. If not, let's forget about it. Let me actually see if I can. I forgot the name of the guy. This was Craig or something. Let me actually see. Anyways, sorry I couldn't find this video, but basically what it has the, one of the famous SEO guy explaining the whole link building thing for the GMB listing, and he was actually basically explaining that it really helps you if you're getting the, a great amount of backlinks for your GMB listing. Currently the video is not working, it's my bad luck, so I'm just gonna remove this from this doc file. Anyways, I've explained you this extension as well, what it does. I'm gonna try to mention this URL in the video wherever I will be uploading this video. I'm guessing it will be going live over the LinkedIn, Facebook, Twitter, and in different areas. I'm not sure right now. And I'm not sure why I had this URL over here. I think this was just to explain what the URL that you will get from of the listing. So I'm just gonna remove that. This one I've already explained this part. It should be up here. This one actually. Yeah, basically whenever you're adding your name and the address and the phone number in your website, make sure to use it exactly the same, and use the schema when you're adding that, so that Google can read it. If you're unsure about the schema, you can YouTube it or Google it yourself, and it will give you the basic idea how that the schema works. So yeah, that's about it. I think I have covered pretty much it, and this was the basic practices that I've been using for a couple of my different clients, and it has been helping us a lot getting outrank our competitors. So yeah, I think this is gonna help you out, and let me know if you guys need any help with your GMB listing. I would really happy to help you out as well. Thanks, bye bye.